I ain't scared of you motherfuckers. I'm on it.
Hey, Freak Show! You're going nowhere!
We'll do it live! Fuck it!
Welcome back to a little thing we call West of Nowhere. I am the one who is called Levi.
And I am the second person they call Shane.
What's up, dude?
Dude, not much, man. Just
chilling.
living the dream, you know, as they say.
Living La Vida Loca.
Definitely.
Hell yeah. Well, that's good. It's good. It's good to be living some type of dream. I've been having some crazy dreams lately, and it's in part due to the anti-anxiety pills I take.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Like, I wake up confused almost every day, but it's fine.
It doesn't sound like you're living any kind of dream. It sounds like you're old.
Sounds like I'm
Yeah.
old. Why?
Because you wake up and you're confused where you are, like some asshole with some blue hair with fucking Alzheimer's.
Alzheimer's?
Yeah.
You mean Alzheimer's?
Same difference.
There's no T in that word.
Look.
No.
Look, I'm here for the regular person that says things normally, you know?
You're the Bert to my Tom.
Yeah, pretty much.
I get it. Man. Do you want to thank our Patreon people?
Yeah. We want to thank Adam Pacino, Tony Burgess, Miles Glenn, Sam Norton, Kobe Jordan Squared, Jade Marsh, Natalie Tacarante, Mark Stadler, Keanu Reeves, and then Colton Zamerzla. Yeah?
It's close
Nice.
enough.
Obviously,
Passes it.
we don't know what happened to Kylie, so obviously you hate us, and that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah. She's just got her own shit going on, apparently. She's too cool to give us $1, so whatever.
Whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, so if you want to be one of the cool people that gives us money, we appreciate it. Also, follow the link in the description of the podcast, the Linktree /wokpod. And if you don't want to give us any money, then you can give us a sweet review.
Do it.
And yeah. And we're workshopping a way to reward people who give us, like, reviews with words in it. So, and also Patreon people, obviously, too. But, you know, if you find a way to give us an awesome review that has words, you might be getting a little treaty poop, you know? Little cupcake. Not a cupcake, but something cool. Maybe. Anyway. So, there's been a lot of stuff going on this week.
No.
Yeah. I mean, I'm kind of glad we ended up not being able to record till when we're recording, because there's been a development in this one disappearance case fairly rapidly.
Yeah?
And so this young lady named Gabby Petito and her fiance, maybe ex-fiance, I don't know. What's his name? Something confusing. Laundry? That's how it's spelled. So yeah, Brian Laundrie, Laundrie.
Or Landry.
Landry? Oh yeah, I guess I could see that. So anyway, they went on a van dwelling trip. You know, they driving around, and in a van and camping and hiking and stuff like that. Pretty normal. And then there was at one point they got stopped by police, and the police had released the body cam footage already of this interaction, because I think it was after she was officially missing, because this dude showed up at where they were from by himself.
Yeah.
And then everybody's like, hold on, I'm pretty sure you are missing somebody.
Yeah.
And so the video of the interaction was a little weird, and she seemed distressed, not like panicked, but like you could tell that there was some tension between the two.
Yeah.
So she was reported missing by her family on September 11th. Now, Landry showed up back in Florida without her on September 1st. So, yeah. Not a good start,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. No, not a good look at all.
Because that guy should definitely be knowing what happened at some point. Like, if he showed up by himself on the 1st and the family didn't report her missing till the 11th, then suffice to say that this guy's probably a person of interest.
Yeah.
Now, the latest development is that there are remains that were found in Grand Teton, Wyoming, that are consistent with the description of Gabby, right? They're not going to have an official like release until, I think it said Tuesday, so tomorrow.
Yeah.
But yeah, so because that's when the coroner's going to actually go in, and
Dude,
yeah, it's scheduled for Tuesday, so that's when the identity would get confirmed.
if they're not sure that it's her, then that means she's been dead for I mean, saying assuming that she is passed, and that's terrible, but assuming that like they're not sure that it could be her or not, that means she's been dead for a while, right? Like, I obviously I don't know.
Well,
Go ahead.
I mean, not particularly, because if she has not been seen since, whenever they were pulled over, sometime in August, I mean, I don't think that's enough time for her body to start to break down, decomposing. Like that's pretty quick. But there's a couple things that could mean. Basically, is she could have been found with her face fucked up.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
For all we know. She could also have been covered up by something, like in dirt or like something obstructing her face until, and those guys aren't going to be like 100%, yeah, fuck yeah, we found her. And then come Tuesday, coroner comes in and goes, dude, way off. Not even the same. This lady's Asian. What the fuck? It's not even the same kind of girl. Yeah, so I think they're just kind of like, that's why they kind of said consistent.
Yeah.
Because they're trying to say it is without saying it is. Meanwhile, they are still trying to find Landry, because he's been MIA since the 14th. Also super suspicious. Yeah. And let's see. FBI started searching his house today too. So
it's just,
and they don't have any further details.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't. It's not a good look when you come back after like an 11-day stint.
No.
And the person that was with you when you left is not with you now. So.
Well, I guess this trip they'd been on since June.
Wow.
So they've been on this trip for a while, and then all of a sudden, and they were a couple. I can't remember if they were engaged or not. I thought I read something, but I might be confusing it with another thing I was reading about. So, it is what it is. But anyway, yeah, it's not not a good look for this dude at all. in Utah is where they were pulled over. That's where the body cam footage is from. So, yeah. We'll be. Okay. So the reason that the 9/11 was, and that was August 12th, is when they were called.
Okay.
9/11 was called on the behalf of Gabby because apparently a random bystander saw Brian slapping her. Yeah. Yeah, chasing her up and down a sidewalk, hitting her. Yeah. So that's why they were pulled over. Anyway.
Damn, dude.
Yep.
Yeah, so I hadn't heard anything about the story. Obviously, I've seen like people posting saying her name, but I wasn't sure what it was about.
Yeah.
And that makes a lot more sense now, because I keep seeing tweets or whatever of people saying like this is the reason why you should teach your like daughters to leave toxic relationships, and I hadn't heard, like I hadn't seen it all. Yeah, that's nuts.
Yeah, so, I mean, there'll be more things coming out as the days move on. They still haven't found him, so that'll be the biggest thing.
Yeah, why are you hiding whenever your girlfriend or fiance is missing?
Yeah, I mean, it just reeks of, I'm an idiot. Like, this is very clearly something that I did, because why else would you fucking hide? Like, if you have nothing to hide, then don't fucking hide. Dude, like, what's your deal, dude?
If a random bystander seen like her getting like slapped down the side of a street, like this dude is probably a piece of shit as it is, and she probably did something.
Yeah, if a random bystander saw it, then who knows what happened behind closed doors.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying though, like if he's doing that out in public, there's no telling what he's doing, like you said, behind closed doors, and it's just terrible. It's bad. Like,
yeah, sure is. So make sure.
It's crazy that people still put up with that, like especially in this day and age where like all you have to do is say something to anyone, and somebody will help you. Like, they'll fucking step in and stop it. You should never feel like someone will help you. Like, it's not the 1950s anymore, where if your husband or boyfriend is hitting you,
we're just not gonna talk about it.
We're gonna ignore it. It's not that shit anymore. Like, say something.
Yeah. Yeah. See something, say something. Fuck. Yeah. So that was like the biggest thing going on. And then I got a couple random things that happened. So, the Met Gala. I don't know if you're familiar. I'm assuming you're at least up to speed with this story.
I've only seen the pictures of what Kim Kardashian wore, looking like a fucking Dementor.
Oh, fucking Dementor. Yeah. So she wasn't the only, I guess, eye-catching dress of the evening. There's many people. One, namely, being Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez.
Oh no.
AOC, who wore a dress that says "Tax the Rich." Okay? In big red letters on the back. That. Now, I want to go into what people said immediately contrary to this, so everybody immediately was like, "Oh, really? Tax the rich as you pay $30,000 for a seat at this event and multiple thousands of dollars for this dress? Really? How ironic." Well, I don't know if you know anything about how any kind of fucking celebrity fundraisers go, but they don't pay for those dresses. Like, they use them as advertisement.
Yeah.
Like, the dressmakers, that's why they go, "Who are you wearing?" when they interview them. I'm wearing fucking Slow-Mo McGee.
Yep.
And then they're like, tight. And then Slow-Mo McGee gets a bunch of calls because somebody saw their dress. Yep. So, number one, didn't pay for the dress. Number two, Apparently, some politicians in New York always get invited. This is like a normal thing because it's like because the Met Gala is a charity event, so they're kind of like acting on behalf of their district or the city or whatever, and attending, and it's pretty normal. Now, the ironic part does not come from either of those things.
Oh, no.
The ironic part comes from the designer of the dress, who owes the IRS a bunch of money. Which is hilarious. Now, some other things people were saying was like, oh, really? You're going to wear tax the rich thing to a thing filled with rich people? Wow, okay. Like, they don't get how that's actually kind of like a middle finger to the people that she's there with. Like, she's like, hey, come for that money, by the way. Like, in case you guys forgot. Secondly, there's the celebrity rich level, and then there's the rich people who don't go to those kinds of parties.
Yeah.
And those are the ones that she's after. The ones that have, like, secret meetings inside of fucking mountains and shit. Like, those people. Fucking Jeff Bezos. Like, he's got to have a mountain base. There's no way he doesn't. But, like a Dr. Evil. So, yeah, I just thought that whole situation, especially with the dress designer, owing the IRS money is quite amusing. Which, that's nothing, like, AOC, she can't do anything about that. There's nothing, like, she can't, how is she supposed to know? Because she doesn't work for the IRS. B, we want her to fucking ask everybody tax returns every time she does anything with anybody.
Obviously.
So, well, we didn't even do that with the last president, so can't do that. So yeah, that's one of the funnier stories. You want to go down, dip down a little bit? Get a little depressed.
Well, I won't even do that. I'll talk about, so here over the past couple months, Activision has been under fire because of multiple like sexual harassment charges and quote unquote like boys club like mentality like within like the establishment.
The workplace.
Yeah. So as of today, the SEC has subpoenaed multiple higher ups within the company, and they're doing like an investigation. It's only weird to me because like I don't feel like the SEC has a place to do an investigation like that, because the SEC obviously has to do with like the money side of things. So it's weird. Yeah. It's weird that they're like I'm not opposed to it. Like cool, like if they're doing that shit, fuck them for doing that, for like suppressing like sexual harassment charges. It is weird that it's taken the SEC to do something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, like that's a new development with that. Like I know it's been going on for a couple months now, but like only recently has, I guess now with the SEC doing it, and like now it's becoming like a forefront issue.
Yeah. The only thing I could think of that they would be getting involved for is because of like over, like I guess not paying people properly or overworking people and not compensating them fairly.
Yeah.
But
well, yeah,
that.
Yeah,
kind of
that's
thing.
what I said. Like it should be like it's weird that they're doing it from not a financial standpoint, because that's what they do.
Yeah. Yeah.
So at the same time, though, it kind of looks bad on, I don't know, I feel like everybody else, like any other establishment that's supposed to stop something like that. Why is the SEC doing investigations about sexual harassment? Like where's the actual judicial system like on this? It's weird. Yeah. But I'll go a little sad. Damn it. Okay, so September 11th. A sailor in his Type 3s is back home. In a pizzeria, just hanging out with friends, and some
minding his fucking business.
Minding his own fucking business. Which, why? I have to say he had no business being in his Type 3s. Like, you're not supposed to just be in them. Like,
I think he was coming off base.
Okay.
Because it was in Connecticut, and he's a summer.
Oh, shit, okay. All right.
Yeah.
I guess I didn't see that part of the story. Like, to me, it seemed like he was, like, on, like, in the, like, article that I read about it, it just seemed like he was, like, on leave or something. But.
Oh.
All right, but, so he's in a pizzeria, and he's fucking eating food with people he knows, and this, dependent of an Army retiree is like, that guy is fake. He's in a fake uniform. His ID is fake. Fuck him.
Yeah.
He shows his ID for some reason. Like, there's a video out and I can't find it. I think it got taken down.
Yeah.
Where
probably. I mean, it's absurd, but yeah.
Where he's in the video, he shows his ID and she says that it's fake and that his ID should look like hers.
Yeah.
A dependent ID. And anyone in the military period knows that dependent IDs do not look the same as military IDs. They don't. They're different. And she fucking smacks him.
Yeah.
So that kind of like happened and it blew up. The internet fucking went crazy.
As per
Yeah,
news.
right. And then the sheriff's department around there in Connecticut put out a warrant for her arrest. She turned herself in and was arrested for assault. Well, on top of that, which I feel like is just like another form of like awesome justice, that lady who smacked the sailor for doing nothing, just existing.
Yeah.
She worked at a CVS, and CVS was like, "Get fucked." They fired her.
I love when that shit happens. Like when somebody does something and then like video comes out and then the company's like, "Whoa, not today, buddy." Yeah, I read an article about this dude that was harassing chicks in bikinis on the beach, like last week or 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And yeah, he was like coming up to them, harassing them, talking about how they're pornographic and they're, basically making sexual advances like in other people's heads. Like they're forcing other people to look at them.
Yeah.
Like he's like, this isn't right. This isn't what Jesus wanted. and then he gets fired from the Christian company that he worked for. And then he also went back on TikTok and was like, I'm going to continue this fight because bikinis are, the devil's work, obviously. Obviously. So, yeah.
Dude, it's crazy to me, and like I don't feel like enough people know about it. Like, if you're married to someone in the service, yes, like there is like a minute like level of respect for you because like it is hard to be in a relationship with somebody who is deployed, or it's hard. I get that. At the same time,
Yeah.
dependents who like demand respect from other people in the active
wield things.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
You're the worst. And I hope that someone sees this and hears me say it. You are the worst. You're literally the worst. You're not your husband or your wife's rank. You're not. You're just a civilian.
It's like when you would hear stories about people working the gate,
Yes.
and then having an officer's wife fucking scream at them for not saluting. Yeah.
It's terrible.
I have a friend who, her husband just went officer for the Marines, and he was active duty before, then took some time, and then went back as an officer. And she was like, she thought it was hilarious that the dude fucking saluted her at the gate. She's like, no, please don't do that ever again. Like, because it's awkward. But like, there's those kinds of people, and then there's people who are like, you have to. You have to.
So like when we first joined, remember that there was those stickers you had to have on your car? And then and then like you're told in security, you're saluting those like stickers that tell you they're an officer. And then they went away, and I think what happened was, and I want to give them the benefit of the doubt because maybe they're not all terrible, maybe they just all got used to being saluted for coming on base or whatever. Once those stickers went away, we only saluted the actual officer. And then, but it happened to me too, working the gate like multiple times.
Yeah.
I'm a lieutenant or I'm a commander's wife. Where's my respect? It's like, I mean, like, thank you. Like, thank you for being a good person, but like, it's not the same. You do not command any respect. Zero.
You get even less now that you're yelling at me. So,
because as soon as you pull away, I'm gonna be like, "Did you see that? Did you see that? That's fucking."
Yeah, and then everybody's gonna laugh at you. Dumb bitches. So you remember like how they used to do those things where it's like, "Hey, type in Florida man and your birthday and see what comes up." Well, I did that, but it was a Texas guy instead. Okay. And he killed, allegedly, according to his affidavit, he killed a couple because they had voted for Sir Joseph Biden.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, this dude's on $2 million for the murder of one of the person and $500,000 for the aggravated assault of the husband. So he killed the wife and then just beat up the husband, apparently.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, in case you're wondering if crazy people still existed, they do. I just don't get it, like the fanaticism. But this guy's obviously on his fucking office rocker.
Yeah.
Not on it. Because during the investigation, they uncovered emails sent by this guy, which stated his extremely religious beliefs. And then said he was pro-choice, and the Jewish Satanist Party were, having the abortions done, and abortions were Jewish child sacrifice.
Oh my God.
Yep. And he, this park that's near the lady's house, was identified to him as a ritualist satanic ground to conduct abortions by the manner of magic.
Wow.
So yeah. Crazy guy.
Did we talk about what happened in Pensacola last week?
I don't even know what happened in Pensacola last week. Oh, no, we didn't.
We did not?
Yeah,
okay.
I know what you're talking about, but we did not.
So, Naval Chief, married with kids. I guess her and her husband had been having issues, and earlier in the week, the cops had been called and came to the house, and they seen that nothing physical was happening, and they couldn't do anything about it, right? Because nothing actual had happened. They were just arguing. So they left. Well, they came back a couple days later again for an argument for a domestic dispute. A couple hours later, the chief, she locked her husband in the garage. And her husband called 911 and said he was locked in the garage against his will. And then while on the phone with the 911 caller, the wife, who is the chief, shot her husband the first time. They heard the gunshot go. The man said, "She just shot me," and then she shot him again and killed him with her kids in the house. It's...
Yeah.
Dude, if you are with someone and you don't want to, just fucking leave, man. Like, you don't have to. Yeah. You do not have to stay. You don't have to kill them for sure.
For sure.
That's. It's wild to me, and then it's gonna be terrible for her, right? Because she's gonna go from being like a chief in the Navy to being in prison for sure. Jail.
Yeah.
You killed your husband in your house with your kids in the house, so that's got to be like, I'm sure there's like a violent crime in the presence of children, which has got to be worse.
Yeah.
You have your like.
Uh.
I mean, like, 'cause once you made chief, dude, you're right there. You know what I mean? Like, you just gotta
You're golden.
you just gotta hang
Just
out.
chill.
Yeah.
You really don't have to do anything. Clearly. Yeah, so she got charged with first degree premeditated murder. So, yeah. And then that's all that it lists on the Navy time. Yeah. Man. Yeah, that's I mean, talk about fucking easy ways to screw up your life. Like, holy shit. Like, obviously, you know, any kind of domestic, like, thing that happens, especially while you're in the military, is kind of like, dude, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Like, you have an abundance of resources to call if there's something going on. You have all these things, all these people that you could talk to, and you, like, they fucking preach about it every week, I feel like. Any kind of issues, hey, fucking need anything. And granted, some of those are just like, they're just saying it, but like, what the fuck? And you know what's even worse is she's a chief, so you guarantee she gave a fucking presentation about something along these lines at some point. So it's like, okay, cool.
Yeah, the famous speech you get every weekend. You know, don't drink and drive. Yeah. Don't beat your spouse or girlfriend or boyfriend. You know, yeah, definitely. I mean, like, I guess we should all start saying don't shoot your spouse, because I guess that wasn't ever covered, but
yeah, it wasn't clear enough, dude.
Yeah, it's terrible.
So you know those really fun school board rants that you see every now and then, where it's like some parent yelling at the school board in a video about something super dumb. So there's one in Texas, and she goes to a school board meeting that's not even about anything. It wasn't about what she made it about. Yeah. It was supposed to be about COVID and how they're going to handle it, whether they want to do mask mandates, no mask mandate, whatever. So she starts off saying, well, I'm glad that we're not doing this whole mask thing, blah, 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 blah. And then she goes, we got to talk about this book. And this book is called Out of Darkness. And it features a section in the book about anal sex. Oh. And she thinks it's highly inappropriate. And she told the school board, I do not want my children to learn about anal sex in middle school. I've never had anal sex. I don't want to have anal sex. I don't want my kids having anal sex. I want you to start focusing on education and not public health.
Ooh.
And that's what she said. Yeah. So this book, apparently, I never even heard of this book, and I guess there's a section of it where they talk about anal sex. Who would have thought? But like her fucking the video is pretty great. 'Cause she's just like, I have never had anal sex. I don't want to have it. Like, okay, fucking calm down. Don't read the book then. Like, what the fuck?
What's the book called?
I just had it. It was called Out of Darkness by Ashley Hope Perez. And now I want to see what this book's about, because what the fuck? Historic young adult novel. Oh, there's tons of anal sex in it. It's a young adult novel. That's why. Fuck.
Tons of anal sex.
Had to be. Yeah, so let's see. Novel begins with a school explosion. Okay, Jesus.
God.
Beginning in 1936, 17-year-old Naomi Vargas, a high school senior who originates from San Antonio, lives with her oil field worker stepfather. She becomes friends and falls in love with Wash Fuller, African-American boy. Oh, bet he's the one that's like, hey, check this out. Check out this butthole thing. Naomi deals with overt racism in New London and her history with her father after the explosion occurs. The townspeople blame Wash O for the disaster. Man, new boyfriend getting blamed for fucking terrorism.
Oh.
Not a good look.
And
Yeah.
no part of that description makes me think, dude, there's a lot of anal sex.
There's gonna be tons of anal sex.
Which means she had to have like read it and then came across it and then been like, yo, what?
Yeah. It just reminds me of like, for some reason there was a copy of The Firm in our high school library. I don't know if you ever read that book, but
I've seen the movie.
It's there's a lot of stuff going on in there, and that was like everybody's like, "Oh, check it out! This book's got sexy stuff in it." I was like, "All right, everybody, calm down. We have the internet.
Right.
We can just Google big boobs, naked boobs." What is it in fucking Good Boys that they Google?
Oh, dude, I can't even remember.
Boobs. Then it's something else, but man, that movie's great. I thought I had something else, but I guess not. That was the last thing I had. Yeah.
All right, well, I guess I'll round us out, Can't have the thing without the thing, All right.
Yeah.
So,
the moment you've all been waiting for.
Billboard 200. At number 1, Certified Lover Boy by Drake, which I've heard a lot of conversation about this album, about how it's...
Yeah, people have been talking about it a lot.
How it's good, how it's bad, how it's not that good, like... I don't know, it's wild. It's all over the place. And then, actually, which is cool, number 2, Donda by Kanye West, and people keep talking about how, like, his album is better. So that's, I mean, obviously... I don't know. I guess Drake is more popular, so that's why it's number 1.
Yeah, and Kanye's a little more artistic, so it's like you gotta think a little bit sometimes. And Drake's just like, I like fucking, and the beats are good.
Yeah,
You're
right.
welcome.
All right, number 3, Senjutsu, Iron Maiden, which I didn't even know they still made music, so that's cool.
Oh yeah, I forgot that came out. Hell yeah.
Number 4, Sour by Olivia Rodrigo. Number 5, Planet Her, Doja Cat. Solid at number 6, Dangerous, a double album. Number 7, Happier Than Ever, Billie Eilish. Number 8, Fuck Love by the Kid Laroi. Number 9, Mercury, Imagine Dragons, which that's a crazy place to... I mean, I guess you're still in the top 10, so that's a cool place to debut. And then number 10, Soulfly, Rod Wave, dude. Back up there.
Hell yeah. Back up there. Steady as she goes.
Yeah.
I like it. Where's our boy? Moneybag Yo.
Oh shit. Hey, right.
You piece of shit.
Dude, he's gone.
He's
not
gone,
20.
man.
Gangsta's Pain, Moneybag Yo, number 25.
Oh hell.
Oh
yeah.
hell yeah.
That's what I'm talking. That's what I'm talking about. So I just finished watching the docu-series about the effort to catch the Golden State Killer.
Yeah.
Called I'll Be Gone in the Dark. And it's pretty good. Patton Oswalt, I don't know if you know who that is.
Yeah.
He's a comedian.
Yeah.
Short, funny guy. Professional funny man, Patton Oswalt. His wife was writing a book about him, about the Golden State Killer before he was caught.
Yeah.
She was trying to help catch him, and then she died. And then they finished the book posthumously, right?
Yeah.
Posthumously?
Yeah.
Whatever that word is. And yeah. So this docu-series follows like her and her research and kind of like all the people she was talking to. And then like during the making of the docuseries, during the making of the docuseries, the guy got caught, and is kind of like a little tip that she gave, because she was like talking to one of her people that is investigating. It was like, man, you should really look into this like 23andMe thing, because like if we can put his DNA in there, and like it tells you every like fucking week who you're related to.
Yeah.
You know, she's like, I did it 4 years ago and I still get emails about it. And so that kind of like spurned the thing to maybe they should track like through, you know, genealogical kind of things where it's like, you know, we have people who may be this guy's relative or whatever. And then like kind of backtrack through the tree, and that's how they ended up finding him. But yeah, it's pretty interesting.
Damn, I need to check that out.
Yep. Check it out. I don't have any other recommendations right now.
Yeah, me either.
So, sorry about it. Sorry about it. I've just been sleeping, so that's all I do is sleep. Every day I'm like, man, I'm going to wake up and I'm going to do stuff. And then I fucking wake up and it's like, you got 30 minutes, bro. I'm like, God damn it.
Right?
Damn it.
Yeah.
Fun fact, it's way easier to sleep when you work weird shifts. Like, it's way easier to sleep in. It's like I usually suck ass at sleeping in. And now I could sleep fucking 12 hours like nobody's business. Yeah. Real dumb. Real dumb.
Yeah.
Anyway. That's all I got. That's all we got. Don't forget to check out our friends. The fucking, with the Remedy Room, Kicking It With the Kellys, Dutch of Denver, and No New Friends.
No New Friends, yeah. There we go.
Nailed it. All right. And don't forget to review us, please, por favor. Share us. See us on the YouTubes. Like and subscribe. And that's it. I've had enough.
Tip your bartender.
Peace out, bitches.